It turns out that the Model X is a car that even a professional racer can't drive. On the morning of July 22, a Model X crashed into a utility pole in Taoyuan City, Taiwan. The front cover of the vehicle was almost deformed, and a roaring flame was ignited. There were two people in the car, famous Taiwanese artist Jimmy Lin and his son. In fact, accidents in Tesla are nothing new. What's special is that this time it was Jimmy who was involved in the accident. In addition to being a star, he was also a racing driver. Jimmy won the first championship in his racing career 22 years ago, and then entered the field of Formula racing, and won 2 consecutive Renault Spider championships. He is the first international Formula driver in Taiwan. Such players must have excellent driving skills. Even so, the accident happened. The question is, Jimmy was in a car accident, can we still choose Tesla? Why does it always happen to Tesla? An electric car ignites as soon as it hits, how can the owner save his life? Is Tesla still worth buying? Welcome to Auto Age. Before we started today's video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, let's get started. When Jimmy crashed the car, many people's first reaction was, it is estimated that it was Tesla's fault. Don't jump to conclusions yet, after all, not all Teslas fail the brakes. The doubt in the accident is that what caused Jimmy to not avoid the separation island at the ramp, but hit it directly. There is a view that Jimmy may have turned on autopilot. The Tesla was originally lane-keeping and didn't recognize it as it approached the ramp. This is an error-prone scenario in many automated driving tests. There is also a view that after the vehicle turned around, Jimmy turned on the AP to pass through this long straight road, but failed to turn it on. He thought the vehicle was already driving itself, so he stopped paying attention to the road conditions, causing the vehicle to lose control. Another point of view is that Jimmy has been driving normally, but was distracted when approaching the separation island, did not see the road conditions clearly, and accidentally crashed the car due to operating errors. In view of Jimmy's status as a racing driver, many people do not believe that this is a driving error incident. Coupled with the news of Tesla's brake failure and autopilot failure, many people are more inclined that this may be caused by Tesla's loss of control. If it was just a normal brand of car, this accident wouldn't have gotten as much attention, but it was a Tesla. The Model X involved in the accident, priced at more than 800,000 yuan, is a high-end model among Tesla's mass-produced cars. In the first half of this year, only 30,000 Model X and Model S were delivered globally, and 530,000 of the cheaper Model 3 and Model Y, which have been mass-produced and sold in China. Jimmy supports Tesla very much. In an interview last year, he said that Model 3 subverted his concept and idea of EV. He found that Model 3 would not lose to sports cars, especially the electronic control ability surprised him. He also modified a Model 3, drove the car to the track, and bluntly said that the EV can also be very hot-blooded. Yes, Tesla's cars are indeed hot-blooded, but the frequency of accidents is not low. If we sort out Tesla's accidents over the years, we will find that there are 3 common types of accidents. The first is that the owner uses the accelerator as the brake, the second is that the vehicle spontaneously ignites, the third is the reason for assisted driving. A typical case of using the accelerator as the brake is the brake failure case of car owners in Wenzhou, which caused a lot of uproar last year. However, after identification, the facts did not match the brake failure that the car owner said, and the car owner was sentenced to an apology and compensation of 50,000 yuan. Tao Lin, Tesla's global vice president, said that the proportion of Tesla losing control is very small, and many accidents are caused by the owner stepping on the wrong pedal. But Tesla still left a lot of people with the impression that it was easy to get out of control. To reverse this impression cannot be solved overnight. The second most common accident type is vehicle spontaneous combustion, which is also a common problem for most electric vehicles. The third reason is assisted driving. A common situation in an accident is Tesla's misidentification. There have been numerous crashes in Tesla's history between cars and trucks, all because Tesla's assisted driving system mistakenly identified the truck's white cargo bed as the sky. Just recently, Tesla was sued by a German car owner on the grounds that the autopilot system could not accurately identify obstacles and the ghost braked too many times. The court ordered Tesla to compensate the owner for the purchase of the Model X, which is €112,000. In the Jimmy crash, there is another detail that has aroused the vigilance of many people. His Tesla did not cause fatal injuries after hitting. However, it didn't take long for the car to catch fire, and the fire was very fierce. If passers-by hadn't carried Jimmy and his son out of the car in time, the consequences would have been disastrous. One of the biggest risks of driving an electric car is that it is easy to catch fire after a collision, and it is not the collision that kills the driver, but the fire. Data show that in the first quarter of this year, there were 640 new energy vehicle fires in China, a year-on-year increase of 32%. The structure of electric vehicles is different from that of fuel vehicles, and the reasons for collision and fire are also different. Electric vehicle fire has the characteristics of easy triggering, strong latent and multiple incentives. The cause of the collision and fire may be circuit failure, fuel leakage, internal and external short circuits caused by the extrusion and deformation of the power battery pack, or a combination of factors may cause the fire. The most common is that the power battery catches fire. In the event of a collision, if the vehicle hits the battery box will be deformed or ruptured, which will lead to the dislocation of the battery pack and lead to an external short circuit. Under the condition that the current is cut off from the protection, the strong current generated by the external short circuit causes the battery to heat up rapidly, and finally causes the battery to burn. Intense collision and impact may also cause the battery box to deform and cause a fire. Even if the battery is not hit, other parts of the vehicle are collided to cause plastic deformation of the vehicle body, which may cause the electronic components and circuits of the vehicle to be displaced or damaged, resulting in a short circuit. A short circuit can also cause a fire. In short, try to avoid violent collisions when driving an electric vehicle, because you do not know which part of the car may suddenly catch fire after the collision. When a vehicle crashes or smokes, how to escape before the fire starts is critical. In China, the state mandates that from 2021, when the vehicle's battery cells are short-circuited, resulting in thermal runaway, the battery system needs to ensure that vehicle occupants have 5 minutes to escape, during which the battery cannot catch fire and explode. That is to say, in some special cases, the escape time may be at most 5 minutes. Autopilot is prone to accidents and catches fire at every turn. Is Tesla still worth buying? My opinion is that Tesla is still worth buying, but newbies should be cautious. Okay, we just spent another 10 minutes of deep thinking. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. See you.